When talking about pottery, I swear the name you will hear the most is going to be Bat Trang. Not only famous for its craft, which have been sold not only in Vietnam but also been exported to many countries. The village itself is an attraction since it has many workshops where you can create your own piece of pottery and color it how you like it. Though the thing I remember the most is not what I've shown you, but the delicioso scrumptious bánh and bing at the front of the market in the center of the village, but that's not the point. Enough with the chit-chat. Buckle up, we're taking you onto a trip where we wander deep inside a workshop to see how they make their pottery products. Please pay attention because not everyone can get inside a workshop. Women got scolded on the first day because they thought we were some stranger who didn't take any picture of a workshop sign. Not like it has one anyway. So what you're looking at now is us walking to the workshop, and since it's a family-owned business, it doesn't have any tax number or public name at all, which costed a lot of trouble when trying to search them on the internet. All we know is their name and location.
Sneak peek of the owner for y'all to see.
The products that Mr. Home's workshop produces are mainly household items such as cups, glasses, bowls, jars, and so on. Now, let's take a look at the SOP. With 8 main steps, this is how a piece of pottery is made out of clay. First step is processing the raw material. The ingredients are, of course, potter glaze and glaze. The clay must be processed in order to be as pure as possible to get rid of any impurity to make the highest quality pottery. The glaze is also produced by the owner. However, we cannot go deeper into how they process or produce it because each business has their own way and recipe. Next step is shaping. At this step, there are 2 different ways, wet and dry. With the dry clay, this is how they handle them, using the machinery and gypsum mold to shape them. With wet clay, it will be poured into different molds. After that, it will be left for a few hours or until completely dry. Demolding them will be absolutely easy. Then, this little guy will be transferred to the trimming department to remove any excess clay. If the shape of the piece is ruined, it will be smashed and moved back to the place where they processed the material. The reprocessed glaze is now the ingredient for the second-class pieces, which will be sold for less. After trimming, the excess dust will be wiped off. Bat Trang logo is going to be stuck on the bottom of the piece, then the glaze. When the glaze is dry, it's time for decoration. Flowers, leaves, and cute decoration will be painted on the piece. This part required a lot of carefulness and talent, which is why the craftsmen in this department are paid the highest. Moving on to the final process. All the pieces which have been glazed and dry will be baked. But before that, a worker must put some glaze on the bottom of the piece in order for it to not stick to the surface. After baking, some pieces might be gourmet, which is when the glaze doesn't cover the surface completely. The glaze will be put on those parts and wait until dry again, then put in the furnace to bake again. Using the Ishikawa diagram, we'll find some problems which caused the business to lose at least 630 million Vietnam dong per year, equal to 6.3% of total revenue. Firstly, we will talk about productivity. From 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., workers only have 30 minutes breaks, which resulting in a lack of efficiencies in the afternoon. Aside from that, there are no reward statements. For example, even when the workers make more products that day, they still receive the same amount as the one who does not produce as much. And from observation, we've seen that only 1 furnace can be used at a time, though there are 2 furnaces in the same room. In general, from checking soil, treating soil, smoothing, shaping, fixing, and firing products, all are done manually or applied old and outdated technology. From the look of it, it is clear that all the machineries are not frequently cleaned and maintained. These machines have blades to cut off the excess clay. However, after drying, the workers still need to manually refine the edges. As you can see here, none of the workers wear protective gears, even the one who works directly with gas and fire. Pottery industry is not an extremely dangerous one. However, in this workshop, there was still an accident in 2018, resulting in 1 worker with dislocated knuckles. The most alarming problem here is the working condition. The gas system is placed on the 1st floor, and it is main fuel for the furnace to bake the product on the 4th floor. But the problem here is that the gas system is situated next to the car park, which consists of motorbikes and cars. If some of those car or motorbike starts their engines and maybe some fuel leaked out of the gas system,
the entire building will be collapsed, which could affect heavily to other residents because of the big explosion. Not only the building will collapse, but also all of the employees in the factory will be affected. Another problem is that the employee in this factory don't have any insurance. According to Vietnam laws, every company that has revenue and more than 5 employees has to provide insurance for its employees. But this also breaks the law of insurance and affects the employees' benefits. Lastly, though there are many workers in departments, there are no supervisors, which means the quality hasn't been heavily focused on. This results in a lot of faulty products that could have been prevented from the earlier stage. First, about the productivity sector, we offer them a 1-hour break because this work requires a lot of concentration and consciousness. If they keep following their routine as a 30-minute breaks, they will face a problem with their money because the worker can only make 80% of their best. Next up, we suggest that they should get performance reward and recognition. We believe that this can enhance their motivation and improvement in their work, and also the quality of the product. And the workshop should also sell their faulty products to ceramic painting wholesalers, 1% in total, or else all the faulty products are going to end up in the bin and they don't get any money back. Second, about the quality control sector, we believe that the workshop should hire a supervisor because they can constantly check and monitor every stage of the product. Moreover, having a supervisor could also reduce the number of faulty products and correct them right away when found out. Third, about the facility sector, we suggest 2 options for them to upgrade their equipment. From our observation, we suggest them to buy some new forming machine in order to upgrade the quality of the products, also reduce 2 employees in charge of trimming and refining the products, 24 million Vietnam dong per month. Last but not least, we suggest they equip their employees with insulating globes in order to prevent being burned from the steamer. Moreover, improving the ventilation system is also an effective idea to help prevent the workers from the dust, hazards, and health problems. With all the recommendations we've suggested, using the decision-making matrix, it can be seen that the least risk, least cost with quickest return is to focus on productivity. And from that, this is our new SOP with less trivial steps, but definitely more profitable since we've put supervisors in each step. However, we still hope that Mr. Heng will take it under consideration to solve all the problems we stated to be as profitable as possible. Now let's move on to the KPI dashboard. Overall, there will be a significant difference between the number of total faulty products per month. Our recommendation is to update some new machine and hire a supervisor to constantly check the quality of the product before putting them into the furnace. As a result, the number of faulty products will dramatically decrease from 3,000 items to 1,800 items per month, which means a 40% of total faulty products per month. Production costs per month will show notable differences. First of all, the cost of raw material and other costs such as gas, electricity, and water will not change because we consider it as a fixed cost. Second, the labor cost will decrease by 9 million Vietnam dong after the workshop uses our recommendation, which is to employ a new supervisor and update the machines. This update will also increase the amount of profits after tax from 240 million Vietnam dong to 349 million Vietnam dong. Moreover, the total revenue will be higher than before, at 1 billion Vietnam dong to 1.1 billion Vietnam dong per year. Furthermore, the total cost will also slightly decrease due to staff reduction. Last but not least, the number of net profit will increase dramatically from 192 million Vietnam dong to 279 million and 200,000 Vietnam dong. The number of products produced every month may vary significantly. Our advice is to upgrade a few new machines, hire a supervisor to monitor the production, constantly check the product before putting them into the furnace to ensure there is no material waste. When our recommendations are put into practice, the number of goods will soar from 57,000 to 68,400 every month, an increase of 20%. As mentioned, we advise to hire supervisors to reduce waste during production. We estimate the typical salary for a regular employee to be 12 million Vietnam dong per month, while a supervisor's salary will be 15 million Vietnam dong per month due to their need for more expertise. Additionally, the workshop will employ 2 less people as a result of the improvement in machinery, which will result in a monthly saving of 24 million Vietnam dong. Because of this, the workshop must pay 600 million Vietnam dong before and 591 million Vietnam dong after, a decrease of 9 million Vietnam dong per month.
Thanks to some recommendation, the total cost decreased more than 9 million Vietnam dong per month, and this could also help the business earn nearly 100 million Vietnam dong each month. In conclusion, it can be seen that all costs will be slightly lower than expected, to 751 million Vietnam dong, and the net profits estimated at 279 million Vietnam dong, up to 45% to current profit. Therefore, return on investment is 37.18%.
That's all for now. Thank you for listening. We hope to see your feedback, Professor, and good luck for presentations later groups. Until next time.